Hi, I'm Peggy Rometo with Star Signs for Taurus for the month of January 2014. So if you're a Taurus, what can you expect this month? Let's see. Okay, so Taurus, for you, immediately it's about trusting your instincts, and it's about, you have this really formidable energy. I can feel it in my gut, this real formidable energy. So right away out of the blocks, there's a knowing that you have that you need to act and or respond on something that maybe has been weighted on your shoulders, and it feels like it could be around money too, because I feel this weight on my lower back. And so you're being asked to respond to some care, concern, or cause, and to get into action now. Like there's always a time when we're supposed to act and when we're supposed to sit back. And I feel like after after around the 6th, it feels like it's time to go ahead and to move forward and to get into action with whatever it is that you wanted to do with that money, or to make those changes. Some of you may want to change investment bankers. Some of you may want to change accountants, attorneys. I feel like this has to do with your money and the people who watch over your money, that you have an interest in changing those individuals, or bringing someone else to the party. If you only have an accountant, maybe you want to hire an attorney and kind of having them work together. So you're balancing out the scales, or you're making sure that all aspects of your wealth is being protected and anchored properly and looked out for properly. So I feel like it's an opportunity to protect your money and to invest it wisely and to have the experts around you. So you may be making some changes or looking at some new individuals to help you with that. If you're not in a position that you need someone like that, and you're on the other end of the spectrum where you've got a big debt, you've got big problems and big challenges, you can find the right support for that as well. You can find the right bankruptcy attorney, you can find the right accountant, or you can find the right person to get you out of the IRS situation. So you just want to be open to being able to deal it, but you can't wait any longer. It's time to get into action. And then you're going to see, as you get into action, you're going to see then the right people brought to you, especially around the full moon, which is January 15th, that following week. So once January 15th comes, usually a lot of times on either side of it, but I'm really seeing this particular moon bringing in the right people or the right framework that's going to support you in your asset protection and growing future plans for your money and really monetizing it. There's also an opportunity for you to be able to receive additional income towards the end of the month. It might be in the form of stocks or dividends that are coming in at the end of the month, but I feel like there's an extra thing with it, like a added bonus or a surprise. So there's some additional monies that was unexpected coming in for you too, which is always nice. So there's good opportunities. There may be some challenges with your throat this month. If you have sinus issues or postnasal drip or things like that, I'm seeing a little bit of irritation in the sinuses and or sore throat. Typically it's cold and flu season here in the US, but this has to do more with allergens. It has to do more with allergies. So we just want you to pay attention to whatever you're drinking and or eating, and noticing if it's causing some extra irritation for you. As always, if you drink a lot of water, a lot of teas, that's going to help to calm the throat. But definitely feel like there can be an issue in sinuses and throat. Sinuses also has to do with anger, with flare-up, with frustration, and there could be some irritation, in particular, Taurus, that you're having with a child. Feels like a parent-child relationship. If you don't have children, then would be you with a parent. So our hierarchy, you and a boss. If you're a woman and you're of the mindset, where your husband wears the pants, be you and your spouse. So someplace where there's a hierarchy situation and that involves you. So there's some challenges and or strife that you're holding back on, that you're not speaking up about. And I feel like there's an opportunity for that to come to a head also towards the end of the month, around the 20th or 21st, but it doesn't have to be in a bad way. It can be in a proactive way by just speaking up and opening the door and offering suggestions and asking questions like, what do you think and how do you feel? And then not reacting or responding to what they're saying, because there is an opportunity to bring peace. I see handshake and negotiation around the 22nd or the 23rd. So whatever it is, there's an opportunity for you to speak up and to get the help and the support, whether it's it's a marriage counselor or whether it's agreeing on a divorce. I see a handshake and an agreement, whether it's getting your child, God forbid, into a rehab situation, if they're dealing with drugs or if they're suicidal, and getting them the right doctors. I see success again around the end of the month. So just hang in there with it. It does feel, emotional. It does feel closely connected to your heart. But there's a lot of positive things that come through going through those difficulties, and it'll be out in the open, and it will really give you a sense of relief at the end of the month about this particular relationship that's been causing you some pain. There's also a good opportunity here for you about your own health, in that as you take better care of yourself and put more focus on you, you're going to actually feel better, so you can have more energy to deal with this situation that's been building or accumulating, that's going to finally come to a head here towards the end of January. And some of you, it may have already come to a head, and you're just going to feel it like leaving off the scene. In other words, like more resolution and less pain and suffering around that. So have an amazing month, Taurus. I look forward to connecting with you next month, and may 2014 bring you the best it has to offer. And I'm Peggy Rometo with Star Signs.